Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to mount your GoPro camera on the side of your car to get some awesome shots while using your camera for while driving or however you're going to mount it on something. The idea behind this, I was using the suction cup mount, and as you're going to see later on, I'll show you where I put them on the camera or on the car. Sorry, I'll show you where I put the camera on the car, as well as after that, I'll show you some the video footage shot with the camera in that position. I did about 4 different or 5 positions of the car on the car. I did it on the front, facing forwards, the front tire, by the back. I was a little disappointed with how the exhaust pipe one turned out. I was quite excited about that. It looks kind of boring to me. Again, the last one as well with the front headlight, a little bit too much car and not enough background. So play around with it. Some notes about it are: make sure your surface of whatever you're going to put the suction cup mount on is very clean. Also, the LCD backpack was very useful to me in this mounting exercise. It was nice to be able to frame my shot and have an idea of what I was getting. The onboard microphone onboard the camera for operations such as driving is not that good. You end up with a very tinny sounding noise, and especially if you're actually trying to make a car video, your engine noise is quite important to you. So I would recommend maybe buying a tape recorder or some kind of audio recorder and putting it in the engine bay or something, so at least you've got the real noise of the engine and not just the GoPro noise. For your camera, if you're going to mount it, make sure you tie it onto something. I tied it on all my shots, although my suction cup did not let go. My goal when I was tying it on was to make sure that if the camera did fall off, or if the suction cup failed, whereas that was, it would end up not hitting the ground and not being run over by the tires. That was my couple little points. Check out the following video that has all the where I mounted it, how I mounted it, as well as some of the video footage what I shot while using it. I've decided to actually start with the one on the side of the driver's door. So I'm going to start by just showing you how I would attach my suction cup mount. I got a little bit of water, and I'm just going to put it on a piece of paper towel, and then I'm just going to make sure that wherever I'm putting my camera is really clean. And then I'm just going to take a second piece of paper towel, dry it off, and then so my GoPro suction cup mount, I'm going to put it on, push the button that says press in, and then fold the lever down. Now I can adjust the GoPro mount until I'm happy with where it's angled. With this shot, I should be capturing the front tire and the front of the car, especially in some of the corners. So we're going to start with this one, and then we'll move on. So I was actually really happy with how this shot turned out. I like the fact that you can see the tire. I like the fact that you can kind of see the suspension move, especially as the car goes over some bumps. I like how the tire turns around corners. I think that's a pretty cool shot. And as far as seeing where you're going, it also has a very good view of where you're going and what's happening in front of you. So this actually turned out to be one of my favorite shots out of all the different positions I put the camera in. Okay, so guys, we've now moved around to the back of the car. We're right here beside the exhaust pipe. The exhaust pipe is pretty cool when you actually start your car up. It gets a lot of shake. It'll shake when you change gears. It is a neat thing to get in the picture. So I'm going to mount the camera here. You can see I've had to add 2 of the extender bars to my camera to make sure it gets the right bend. Again, we're going to begin by putting some water on a towel and then washing it down. Of course, if you had washed your car before doing this, none of this would have been a problem for you. So make sure your surface is clean, and then stick the GoPro, push the button, fold the clasp up, and then begin to figure out exactly how you want the mount to line up to get the shot you want. This is a place where the LCD backpack is actually kind of invaluable in the lining up your shot. I can look at it here and make sure that I'm happy with what I'm getting. So it is something to think about if you're planning to be doing a lot of car mounting, where you may not have the perfect idea of what's being captured, and it's quite important that you get exactly what you want to get. So check out the footage I've shot from here and see and try it out for yourself. So here we have the shot of the exhaust pipe. Originally, while setting up for these shots, I was really excited about the exhaust pipe shot. I thought it was going to look really cool. But looking back at it, now that it's on the computer, I'm actually quite disappointed with it. The exhaust pipe isn't that neat, and there's quite a bit of movement and some rocks being chucked up in front of the camera. So, not one of my favorites, but definitely worth an experiment. Okay guys, we've now come around to the front of the car, and as you can see, I've got the camera mounted in the center of the hood, right at the front. Very traditional shot for where people mount their cameras on the front of their cars. So it's an interesting shot. It definitely gets you a shot of where you're going. If you're going to be doing this for long periods of time, though, I think I'd probably just put it inside on the windshield. It's a lot more secure, and if it does fall off, it's inside the car, so you get to keep your camera. So this is the one on the front of the hood of the car, facing forwards, actually to the back of the hood. I think it's a pretty good shot. It's a little bit up in the air, and the reference point on the hood of the car isn't that great. It would be better, I think, if your hood had some more detailing, or perhaps you get the camera a little bit lower on the hood. One thing I would like to note is that all of these shots of the car driving around are being taken around the same loop, so you can compare the difference in the footage. Alright, so now we've come down and we're now along the side of the car. We're right on top of the back wheel. The camera here, it's facing forwards, and you're going to get the whole side of the car in the shot, and it's going to look kind of interesting. It gives you a big reference point. This one's on the back of the car, on top of the back tire, facing forwards on the whole side of the car. It's kind of a neat shot. It's quite similar to the very first one we did, but I think it's almost too much car. Maybe I'd face the camera out a bit more or do something else, but it's interesting, and I'm not totally sold on it, but it was a kind of a cool place to put the camera, I think. Alright guys, here's another one that I'm quite excited about. This one is mounted right in the front of the car, facing back, so you should be able to see most of the side of the car, as well as you get a little bit of the headlight at the front if you mount it right. Again, the LCD screen here was really helpful in framing the shot just the way I wanted it. One other thing that I am going to do, I haven't done it yet in the video here, but I am going to go and get my rope and tie it on to something on the car. Preferably something that even if it falls off, it's not going underneath the wheels, so not going to run over it and lose my camera. This one I think was pretty cool. It could be neat for a shortcut in a video, so maybe only keep this on the screen for a couple seconds. It would also be a little bit nicer if you could get the camera farther away from the car, maybe adding a couple more extender bars, or maybe a different kind of suction cup mount. I know that there's lots of other kinds of suction cup mounts beside the GoPro ones that some people think are better. Another one I would like to try, mount the camera on the front of the hood and face it back towards the driver if you want to capture the driver. Inside the car, you can mount it on the front windshield looking out. You can mount it in front of the passenger's window facing the driver, and you get the drivers in the shot if you want. You can mount it, there's so many possibilities. On the roof facing forwards, I actually have a little sample video of that. I'll put it right at the end. There's so many possibilities. Keep moving the camera around, playing with different places. If you find somewhere good, leave us a comment. Let us know where you put it, how you liked it, and then just make sure you tie it on, secure them out. Have fun with it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, subscribe. There's a button. Should be a button by now. Click the subscribe button. Check out my channel for more videos, and leave us a comment letting us know where you put your camera. Thanks for watching.